Hi, and welcome to Sweet Bee. This is our live stream series that we do every couple of weeks, highlighting local artists in and around our area. We do it here at Professor Bee Studios in downtown Winston-Salem, and this week we have a special guest with us. So just as a little bit of a setup, this was one of those, like, not on the original list of phone calls, but I distinctly remember getting the message after he found out about the show that he hadn't been invited on the show, and it was really just my shortcoming because I didn't know him. But it was quite an aggressive, like, well, why didn't I get? And it was all in jest. I mean, it was in good fun, and it was good. But from that conversation, we arrive at today where we finally, after a couple of projects together, have the pleasure to sit down with William Nesmith and have a conversation. So thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I've seen all of the live streams, and I always love it. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. And in front of the world, apologies for you not being on the first run.
Oh, please. No.
I blame Lauren because she's not here to defend herself.
I know. I'm very much an introvert, and so like I nervously watch the people that are being interviewed on these shows, and I'm like, that time is coming up. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say?
We're just, you know what? We're gonna talk. We're gonna answer some questions, and you'll be fine. I hope.
I feel calm.
No,
I feel calm.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can fix that. So no, I'm just kidding. So I want to start with a couple of things because you're unique on this show because you are currently in a space in life that a lot of our other artists have either been in or are trying to get to. And what I mean by that is a lot of the people, and I don't want to say all because I don't know everybody's entire circumstance, but from my understanding, most of the people that are on the show are either at a place where they're doing music full-time or they're still working a full-time job and doing music on the side, but some of them have hopes to do there. You actually have recently hung up the full-time job and have gone into music full-time. So if you could talk a little bit about the transition. I'm not worried about like why you left where you were and all that kind of stuff. I'm worried about like, why did you pick music full-time and kind of what is the new normal like?
Right. Excellent questions. So I guess in leaving my last job, I really didn't know what I was going to do. But I was applying to more full-time jobs while still trying to book myself in shows. And I found that, in reaching out and being tenacious, in calling and following up with people, I was able to fill up my calendar. Yeah. When I first started this, like I had like a list of like my monthly bills and expenses and things that I wanted to save for. And then I, had on the other side, like the handful of gigs that I currently had. I'm
Right.
like, this can't work. But it was just amazing that just in the couple of weeks, like filling out the calendar, that it's been a reality. I distinctly remember us sitting there on the couch just talking about like what the next steps would be. And then like getting this date booked on the calendar and then sort of watching the other dates kind of fill out around it. It's just been so wonderful. I've gotten to meet so many great people and, entertain, which is something that I've done in my undergrad, in my full-time work, just all the time. And I literally get applauded every 5 minutes. Oh. So, I mean, what other jobs do you know where you get to do that?
Well, that's got to be a good feeling. So you talk about entertaining, like even before and in your full-time job stuff. I have it on good authority that even while you were working and not without dropping names and stuff, but you were working in marketing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
That you would actually write, compose, perform, and shoot full-on musicals that had to do with the business? Is that?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
In what way? Like, how does that play out?
So, I mean, the company Christmas party was like an annual thing, and something just fun to get everyone happy was to create this video project every year that related to, the industry.
Yeah.
And so we did musical theater as a theme one year. We did like a country music video. My coworker, and this is like the long trail. So my coworker's girlfriend's mother got us on location to a horse farm, and so lip syncing on horses.
No,
we had like hip hop videos, and just it was a lot of fun.
That's wild. So where does that? I mean, where does that come from? Like was that just hey, we should do this, or is that something that carries over from even before you were working there? Like, is that always something you've had an interest in as far as like writing and being able to tell stories that way?
I really think it was just that passion for music before I knew that there was a career for it, before I knew that there was like a really cool outlet for it, just something that I felt like I needed to do.
Right.
And, I'd be sitting at my desk singing, and I walk around my house and sing and just do, music is always there, writing songs, putting melodies together and things like that.
So you were in a place where while working in marketing, you were finding ways to insert music into that world.
Yes.
Now that you've flipped the script around and music is that world, does knowledge and experience from marketing help you in what you're doing now? Or is it kind of one of those, like, it's a different kind of marketing than you were doing? Or like how much carryover is there from what you were doing before?
Oh, totally. You got to remember the 4 Ps. Let's see if I have product, price, promotion in place.
Everybody take notes. What were those again?
Product, price, promotion in place. I think I got those right. And certainly like the knowledge of the Adobe suite, because I'm sure I've annoyed the heck out of my wonderful friends on Facebook and social media, because I try to post something every week that has a little poster of things, and I create that on Photoshop. I think a great thing about marketing is that you put yourself in the mind of the consumer. So sometimes I'm putting myself in the shoes of a booking director. What would be impressive to a booking director so they'd want to hire you to play at their venue? What would be impressive? What would be entertaining for someone that's coming into this place that would want to just, have some fun, unwind, and have a good time? And so that helps with like song selection, with the kinds of things that I'm doing.
Okay. All right. Any major lessons that have been learned since the new normal?
In song selection, or just
either or? In anything, because I mean, this is the new normal. This is like this is every day for you now. So where you had to abandon some concepts of it, obviously some stuff has carried over, but you're, essentially living a different life, and one that a lot of people, especially people who have been through these doors, would kind of be envious of a little bit. Like you're booked out pretty solid. We were talking before we went live about like, when do you finally take a break? Because you're on a run of being booked almost every night right now, if not every night, if I'm remembering your calendar. So what is like a lesson to be learned? I mean, whether it's in booking or surviving those long runs or finding those breaks to be able to exhale a little bit, or like, has music become such a job that it's less enjoyable? Or like, where are because you're, I know you're on the front end of it, but and the answer may be no, but is there a lesson inside the new normal?
Lessons. So, as it relates to everything, just, being tenacious. And I think that sort of couples with like, never stop learning. I play a lot of pop music, and what might be popular today may not be popular 6 weeks from now.
Sure.
So you've always got to keep adding to your set list. People are really great at coming up, during the show, sometimes, while you're singing.
Right.
Can you play this song?
Yeah.
So that's helped to, build out my repertoire.
The answer to that question is you just slide the tip jar over. I can.
not quite that confident yet, but and also just, it's like the Netflix show about the tidy up lady, find things that spark joy, find songs that, sort of spark joy to you. Sure. And I think when you can connect to a song and feel that happiness or feel that emotion, it helps to convey that to the audience.
That's awesome. So I know you carry with you a bag of tricks. And how much of that is okay? I already want to ask the question to guide the answer. Like, where does that come from? When did it start? And how has it stayed like a mainstay in what you do? Because it shows up in your pictures during your performances. Like, can you talk about it a little bit? Maybe,
yeah.
I know you've got it with you, so you show a few if you want. But like, what's the story behind that? I
just love it, and I love seeing people in these shows that are having fun, that are singing along with me, that are smiling along with me. And, aside from me kind of always smiling and, maybe throwing in a joke in between verses or something, is the visual element. I want
Do you mind?
Oh, yeah, of course. Want someone.
Because nobody knows what we're talking about right now unless they've seen you live.
some party glasses that I wear, and I have like, this is a pretty full bag of shades here. So I usually to accompany different songs.
Sure.
I got this this one that actually came in the mail today. So for a good like Rihanna Umbrella and Diamonds mashup. That's a cool one. And you'll see a special pair later tonight when I want to make a hint about, going over to the tip jar.
So is there a pair of glasses in there that's perfect for breaking down on the side of the road and changing a tire with a fellow songwriter? What song / glasses combination suits a moment? Because you know what trip I'm talking about, I hope.
Oh. No. Well, unfortunately there is not. Maybe if there was like a laughing emoji kind of thing. Here, I have some 80s glasses
that would
here.
Work. That's good. That's good roadside fodder.
What are we going to do now? This is not tubular. The tire may be tubular, but we're hinting to that story.
Yes. So, and I want to talk not specifically just about that story, but what is it like to be able to get out on the road and do some different things like that? Because that's not just a normal local venue kind of thing. I mean, that's an extended amount of time with another artist who's also a songwriter. For those who don't know the story, we're talking about Lauren Light, who's a friend of the show and dear friend of both of us. But you guys were on kind of this adventure that turned into even more of an epic adventure as you got out there. And I don't want to rehash the whole thing. We don't really have time to tell the whole story. But what is it like, and what does it mean to you as an artist who's now doing it full time to get away from the grind of booking your own shows and making sure you're booked every night, to get out on a long stretch and do an extended series with someone else?
Oh man, it's so fun. And you can't ask for a better company than Lauren Light. I mean, we could spend the 30-minute thing, forget the music. We'll just talk about how wonderful and amazing Lauren Light is.
We're not going to do that, though.
I mean, side note here, it's just making that transition to full-time music. She was like such a big part of that. Sure. Encouraging me, motivating me, helping me pick songs, and inviting me to go on tour with her like last summer, which was just fantastic. Yeah. I don't go anywhere. I'm from South Carolina. I made the big jump to North Carolina in 2014. And so like that was my first time seeing like since maybe 2008 for like a choir trip or something, for seeing like Ohio, Pennsylvania, and definitely my first time going to New Hampshire. Beautiful scenery. Yeah. It was funny though, because when we were driving, every time I took over the wheel, it started raining. and to the tire story, on our last day of the trip, we had a 14-hour drive back to North Carolina ahead of us. Flat tire.
I saw the thing and I just went,
Yeah, she took a video and it was me just like laughing insanely in slow motion.
But if there's two people to be broke down on the side of the road, I mean, it's like, you just sit down and write a song. I mean, you literally just...
We did. So
I know.
Yeah, we were sitting in Walmart waiting for the tires to be fixed, and just wrote this song called Flat, about a friendship that will never go flat.
That's too good. Okay, one more question for you before we head towards the break. You reference on your Facebook page that a lot of the trajectory for your career started with wowing a school group with an original song that you wrote. Do you remember the song?
Yes.
And do you ever still play it?
Oh yeah, sometimes, especially for my like all original gigs. I like to, when I'm doing all original gigs, I like to sort of tell the story of like getting into songwriting. Yeah. Ups and downs, and then throwing in some personal stories in there. That's
fantastic.
But I really.
So which one is it?
Oh, it's called The Song.
The Song.
Yeah, the song is called 4 Years.
Okay.
I don't know if it's probably on my SoundCloud deep in the archives there.
Right.
I don't know if I have like the best like professionally recorded version of that, but
nobody cares about that. It's a story now. People can go dig it out and find it and check it out.
But yeah, I was a total choir nerd, and so spring recital was the thing. You were like the coolest choir senior if you could do a senior solo, and a lot of people did covers. I wrote an original song, and I played it for the choir director because you had to audition. And when I finished, she sort of paused. And, you know, I was like, oh, well, I guess that's over. And he's like, that moved me. Shout out to Mark Hightower, who was my choir director in high school in the last 2 years. So I
awesome.
Graduated 2010. So from 09 and, 10. Yeah.
That's fantastic, man. It's a great story and great origins. And we're going to take a break now, switch the room, get you behind the keys, and let you do the thing that you do. But as we go to break, I want people to kind of be able to go and check you out and go like your page, follow you on social media. So where all can people find you right now? Where do you want them to go? Like, what accounts do you want them to go find and follow and like and that kind of stuff? So we're going to throw that to them before we take a break. So
sure. Mainly Facebook and Instagram. So on Facebook, my music page is William Nesmith Music. It's it's spelled out here if you're watching the video, but I'm so used to saying this so it's N as in night, E-S-M-I-T-H. It's spelled like Mike Nesmith of the Monkees. Smith with an N-E in front of it. I just got that all down.
That's good.
And then on Instagram, William_Nesmith, all lowercase. And you'll see, just about every week, a nice little photoshopped poster of where I'll be playing.
And so I know they can find that there, but real quick, the next few days now, where can people come and see you live?
Okay, so tomorrow I'll be playing at Wise Man Brewing here in Winston from 7 to 9. Friday, I'll be in High Point at Wi-Fi Wine Bar, and I'll attend the open mic on Thursday. But then Saturday, I'll be at Corkscrew Wine Bar in Huntersville, North Carolina.
That's fantastic. And we're gonna take a break, flip the room real quick. We'll be right back with William Nesmith so you can find out, if you don't already know, why you should go check him out live. So we'll be right back.
All right. So welcome back. The first song I'll be playing tonight is called Heart Emojis. It's a song I wrote all about falling in love over the phone. Because I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. We talked in the interview about party glasses, so I'll be wearing some party glasses to go with this song. Heart glasses, heart emojis, ba-bum, tss. Well, I laughed. So. I was feeling so great, I was staying up late on a Monday night. I was chilling at home, was checking my phone, it caught my eye. So I said, what's up? And you hit me up, didn't think you'd say hi. And we had a good chat, and I don't wanna say goodbye. Combo's heating up, you're kinda hot and I'm feeling it. Uh-oh, with no MG, I'm feeling like an emoji, cause I got heart emojis in my eyes. Heart emojis in my mind. When you text me, I'll reply. Heart emojis, heart emojis. Very next day when you wrote me like, hey there, and how you doing? I said, nothing much, just chilling. You said, oh really, I've been thinking about you. And well now, I'm jumping around, I'm screaming out loud, and you know I'm wooing. Yeah, cause I think you might like me, yeah, I think I like you too. And uh-oh, my phone keeps blowing up. You hit me up and I'm loving it. Uh-oh, with no MG, I'm feeling like an emoji, cause I got heart emojis in my eyes. Heart emojis in my mind. When you text me, I'll reply. Heart emojis, heart emojis. So don't stop, keep texting me. I want to get you right next to me. I just met you yesterday, and my name's not Carly Rae, but you can call me maybe. Talking on the phone, hit me up on the daily, and I be in the zone, got me feeling so hazy. You got it going on, and you make me want to shout it out loud. I want to know just who you are, let's chit chat. You make me want to write bars, Kit Kat, ha. Think you let a spark, I admit that. And they ain't got me seeing hearts, and I be like, OMG, emoji, LOL, then you are all that I see. And I love it when you call it, oh me, oh my. All I do is say hi now, I got. Thank you. So this next song is a little more serious, has a little more feels to it. Song I wrote called Living a Love Song. Also worked on this with Chris Smith, who heads up NSAI here in Winston. It's called Living a Love Song. I know that there has to be more to live in life. I smile and make them believe everything is fine. But I wish that I could run away to a place where there's a love that's just for me. I wanna live in a love song. Nobody's broken in a love song. Nobody's hoping for a love they've searched their life to find. 'Cause they're already holding your hand, standing by your side. I wanna live in a love song. No more of this loneliness I've been carrying around. Just floating on happiness and never coming down. I'd smile and sway the night away to a warm and never-ending melody. I wanna live in a love song. Nobody's broken in a love song. Nobody's hoping for a love they've searched their life to find. 'Cause they're already holding your hand, standing by your side. I wanna live in a love song. Nobody's broken in a love song. Nobody's hoping for a love they've searched their life to find. 'Cause they're already holding your hand, standing by your side. I wanna live in a love song. There is no sadness in a love song. Just endless magic, and a moment feels like all of time. Spending every minute with your one and only Valentine. Eyes full of stars and a belly full of butterflies. You're holding my hand, standing by my side. I wanna live in a love song. I wanna live in a love song. Thank you so much.
That was so good. So good. Dude, thank you so much for being here. One more time before we cut out, like, where can people find you online? Where can they find you in person?
Sure. So on Facebook, William Nesmith Music, and Instagram, William_Nesmith.
And then where are you playing coming up again?
Wise Man Brewing tomorrow from 7 to 9. Wi-Fi Wine Bar in High Point from 7 to 10 on Friday. And then Saturday, Corkscrew Wine Bar in Huntersville, North Carolina.
Fantastic, man. Thanks again for being here. Just so everybody knows, we do this every 2 weeks at 8 o'clock. And then we also repost the video on our YouTube channel on the following Friday. We appreciate the likes. We appreciate the follows. It's not necessary. But if you're doing that, you'll be able to hear more local artists like William doing their thing here in the studio. So we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks where we'll have Jeff Wall on the show. Have a good night.